Oh, here we go. Got it. I think we got it. Streaming here. I wonder how I can view my comments. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. This piece of shit's actually working. I actually got something working.
We're live?
We're live.
We're doing it live.
I guess we are.
Okay, we're doing it live.
Wow. This is our first time of live streaming this stuff. I can't believe I actually figured something out like this. And a bunch of people tuned in. Oh, that's awesome. Anyways, welcome to Shifting Gears, the live stream edition, guys. This is a little bit of a test video, so don't expect anything picture perfect out of this deal. We're just trying to get things rocking along here. It's almost like a video of just getting to know the YouTubers here. So, we're joined here today by Mr. Matthew Dierkel. How you doing, bro? I mean, this is pretty cool that we're actually doing this kind of live stream deal here.
It pretty much is. I can't complain all that much now that I'm on a live stream with you. Plus, I'm watching the Red Sox in the World Series, so hopefully they win against LA and capture their ninth series champion.
Well, believe me, the ALDS was kind of like the battle of the racing team owners, because you had Steinbrenner Racing with the Yankees, and you had Roush Fenway with the Red Sox. Unfortunately, the IndyCar people did not win this round, so enjoy your World Series while I have it this year, because the Yankees will come out by the time next year.
Basically.
Yeah, he's probably just laughing at me right now. But anyways, so we got a couple fun topics to talk about this weekend, don't we, guys? I mean, we're also joined here today by my friend Matt Skipper, who is going to be our IndyCar expert for the weekend. How you doing, bro?
I wouldn't consider myself an expert yet in the IndyCar side. However, I'm doing pretty good. Pretty crap day at school, but you know what? We'll end off the night pretty good.
I'm glad I figured out this thing. I mean, yeah, thanks, Tristan. I finally figured this thing out. I said to Brian, for me being a big-time programmer, it was, to me to get this thing figured out, it took me a good while, but thank God I finally got this thing figured out. But anyways, so we got a couple interesting topics to talk about here, gentlemen. So the first thing I want to talk about is with our friend Matt over here. And if you want to join the conversation below in the chat, we will try to follow along with you guys as best as we could. Believe me, and I'm stressing as best as we could, because sometimes we get sidetracked and God knows how we don't look at things. But anyways, so the big topic this weekend, man, is, when the season first started, keep in mind, we've been friends for a long time, Matt. I mean, we've been friends for years. And what did I say to you at the beginning of the year when you kind of questioned if Chase was going to win a race this year?
Well, for me, it was a matter of time. And I knew for a fact that it would get it done sometime this year. When was the question? But it took him until August at Watkins Glen, obviously. And sure enough, that pretty much made him turn into a contender ultimately for the chase. And then here we are 2 wins later, and he's in the elimination round.
Well, I also said, too, keep in mind when he first got the first win out of the bag here. And by the way, thanks, Case. Sorry if the pictures are in such a loop. I only put 4 or 5 of them on there, and I made them loop through. And apparently, I did not adjust how much time is in between each segment. So we're gonna have to deal with the same group of pictures for the next 20 minutes. So that's unfortunate. But well, I hope I'll upload more next time. But that's just a couple Petit Lamar stuff I got uploaded. And believe me, I have a whole library full of those images. Oh my God, I got to go through so many of them. Ugh.
Hey, at least you have the Action Express car up there. That's not a problem with me.
That is not a problem to have. I'm so glad Pippo Durrani's got that endurance ride with that team next year. And if you want that Whelen Engineering car to win the race, you got to put Pippo in that car at the end of the race.
Well, I mean, they won the championship this year with Conway and what's his face?
That's Felipe Nasser this year. Conway's out of the ride. He went to WEC.
Oh, My bad. Shit.
Yeah, Mike Conway's no longer in the ride. I almost said Kevin Conway. Oh my God, man! Remember that guy? Oh my God, that seemed like
Oh, the
yesterday.
expense driver.
Oh my God, I should never mention Kevin and Mike Conway the same sentence ever again.
Biggest joke ever, Kevin Conway.
I
Didn't
mean,
he have like a sexual scandal or something? I
no,
heard
but
that he
his
did.
sponsor was a penis enlargement company.
That is true.
Yep. So don't ever confuse him with Mike ever again. But back to what I was gonna say about Chase Elliott. Once again, we're gonna get sidetracked so easily. This is the general way that our Skype conversations go. It's not a shocker at all. Matt. So once he got his first win underway, I said he was gonna win a bunch of them.
Yeah. Were you ever correct about that? I mean, from Watkins Glen to Dover took him just a bit over 2 months, but after Dover, obviously was Kansas this past weekend, so he's going to be a serious contender for the championship this year, and it's going to be the first of many to come with attempts at the championship for Chase. So it's only a matter of time. Also now until he wins his first championship. It could be this year. It could be next year. It could be a couple years down the road. Who knows? But hey, anything can happen from here on out.
Oh crap! I just realized I never gave a title for my live stream.
Nice.
Good one,
Nice
dumbass.
job. Nice job. Oh God.
Nice one, dummy.
Thank God this is only a test, and this actually really isn't kind of like a semi-professional thing. I think that would not go too well. But anyways, so I'm happy that he got his first win. I'm very happy that he got that out of the bag, and now we're almost talking like him and championship in the same sentence. I think that's plausible, Matt. I think quite frankly, at the beginning of the season, in the middle of the season, when the same three guys were winning each weekend, we really didn't think of him in the same sentence as championship contender. But it seems like now we are putting him in that same sentence.
Yeah, I mean, a lot has changed since early part of the season up until the summer. The Chevy program has gotten a little bit stronger, more or less with the help of Chase, being so in competition with the others, especially with the big three that you want to call them. He's definitely giving them a run for their money. And, I was even not expecting him to not, be as competitive for the championship compared to last year, but was I wrong on that too? And if he doesn't win it this year, it's only a matter of time until he finally gets it.
It is only a matter of time before he finally does get that championship, and I hope for the best of him, and I quite frankly think he's a really good kid, And like I wanted to tell a story about Chase here for a little bit here. So when I was over in Georgia last weekend, because as you well can tell, I was over at Road Atlanta for this past weekend ago, and when I was hopping off the exit off 85, there was a sign that led to Dawsonville, and I'm like, well, we ain't too far from the Dawsonville poll room here. And I really should have gone there. We should have gone there, but it was an hour and a half from the airport, and it was like 45 minutes in the opposite direction.
I mean, hell, if the race was a week after this past weekend, and you stayed down there for an extra day or two and went down to the pool room, you would have ran into him because he was there yesterday.
Yeah. Hang on a second. I'm going to kill the audio here for a second off you guys because I'm good. Let's kind of take over the CPU. Yeah, there you go. Now you clear. There we go. There you go. Yeah, I had to fix the audio, so you guys went mute for a couple minutes. So whatever you said in the past 30 seconds, you guys didn't really say anything.
Nice. Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's helpful on my behalf because I was talking for like the past 40 seconds or so. So
Yeah, really, I'm telling you, man. Let's see. Can we fix this? Bear with us here, folks. We're experiencing some technical difficulties here. What a shocker. What a shocker.
and yet you're an IT guy, dude.
Yeah, this is what I'm paid to do. I'm paid to diagnose technical difficulties. That's what I do for a living.
Might as well find a new career then.
Jeez, I'm gonna kick your ass when we go to the motorsports show in January for that.
You'll probably see me sooner than that. I'm considering coming down for a day. We want to go to Jack's sometime during Thanksgiving break.
Oh, we should
Rob,
definitely
you
do
better
that,
get
man.
your ass down here to Daytona.
I'll be seeing you in January for the war.
Other day.
I don't know if anybody watching this stream kind of lives near the New Jersey, Philadelphia area, but we'll probably sidetrack and talk about Jack's here for a second. As far as brick and mortar stores, that's probably the best one we've ever walked into.
Hands down. There's a lot of variety there, a lot of memorabilia. I mean, you pretty much list anything, they more than likely will have it. From sheet metal, tires, die cast, even program books. And it's a mind blowing place to visit. So I would definitely check it out if you live in southern Jersey or in the Philadelphia area.
Or almost if you live almost like Harrisburg, you live in Delaware, you live in Maryland, or you live like in New York area, and take the road trip and go down there. It's almost like worth a 2-hour trip to go see that store.
Pretty much is. I mean, I've never been to this place, but I've seen some videos of it on YouTube. Brickles.
Brickle's closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that store's gone for good.
Actually, speaking of closed stores, Rob, remember I might have been like 5 months ago, so I don't expect you to remember, but what was it? Do you know that racing souvenirs and hobbies place I told you in Daytona?
Oh yeah, you told me it closed, right?
They close as well.
Yeah, they're. Yeah, I was driving over on US 1, and just to go check and see if it's open, and if so, I'm gonna go in and see if they have any Tony Stewart diecasts. So I'm like, okay, why not? So I drive up, and I see the sign still up, but the whole place is liquidated. So I go over to the store next door, and I'm asking, what happened? Did they move? And they're like, no, they closed, and they didn't announce it because nobody really cared. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Wow.
So now the only place like motorsports that is open is either the track or that Daytona 2000 place. And if you ever go to Daytona, do not go to Daytona 2000. Over expensive whatsoever.
And not only was it over expensive, but whatever that lady was smoking before she handled my diecast, it certainly wasn't cigarettes. She was baked, man.
I bet. I mean, those people are. It's crazy how Daytona went from a spring breaker town to race town to weed town.
Oh,
I
shit.
mean, she was so high off her butt, man. I mean, we went over there and we specifically asked her about this Buddy Lazier 164. And keep in mind, we meet Buddy Lazier all the time in the month of May. We can easily walk up to him and say, "Oh, hey, buddy, can you sign this diecast?" $3 for Racing Champions. Buy it, get it signed, no big deal. So we're like, all right, Davis, save yourself some time here and get it pre-signed. She wanted $35 for that. And I'm like, what drugs do you want? Apparently weed.
So apparently, I hate to change the topic, but Orca flopped commented, has anyone seen the war on Twitter going on with Sherry Pollux?
I'm going to check that right now.
Yeah, what's going on? Like,
Oh,
some sort of argument?
apparently some people were attacking her, and I didn't follow it too much. I don't follow Sherry at all on any kind of social media.
Oh, I saw this morning. It was I guess a guy was talking about like how she's over like okay, so it was Judith Campanelli, and she goes, "Don't you think it is about time to stop dragging your story through the mud? It's been years now. Give it a break. Fight for the cause, but not yourself. I've had ovarian, breast, cervical cancer, all in remission. So I get sick of hearing them saying fighting ovarian cancer." And then she responds with, "First of all, this tweet had nothing to do with my disease. Second, I fight every damn day for women and children battling cancer. Third, I have recurrent OC. I've had 42 chemo treatments, 2 surgeries, and I still take oral chemo every day. Don't undermine me ever."
Damn.
And then somebody else, well, they deleted their tweet, but then they said, she responded with, "I use cancer like a badge of honor, question mark. Wow, I have no words. I'm just going to pray for you. By the way, if you're sick of me, stay off my page. Bye."
Well, that is something else. But so before we got sidetracked with a little diecast store we got going on, which we got to go back there. By the way, that's just an awesome place. If you guys really want to support your local diecast dealers, go to your local brick and mortar stores, because there's very few left of them in the modern day NASCAR world. There really is, man. And so before we got distracted with that, we were talking about one thing about Chase Elliott, and you haven't followed much of NASCAR racing this season, but you gotta admit, I think this guy could be a serious title contender, bro.
Oh, me or Skip?
Skipper.
I'd say. Gotta be a little bit more specific on who you're talking to.
I said
Because there's
Skipper.
2 matches on this, yeah. I did.
What did you say?
I said you haven't watched much NASCAR this past year, but you gotta admit Chase Elliott could be a serious title contender this year, bro.
Not so fast, sweetheart. Chase is not going to be a contender this year. I'm sorry to burst the bubble to everybody, but Chase is not. He's, first of all, it is his 3rd year. He's still got stuff to learn. He only got the monkey off his back from the win at Watkins Glen about a couple months ago. And just throwing it out there, I like Chase. However, I do not think he's going to be a contender. Dover was a mistake on Harvick's part, along with Kansas. But if the 4 team can fix their shit, Chase is not going to be up there. You can see the Fords are much more dominant. The Camaros are still being learned, even though it's October still. I like Chase to be a championship contender in the future, but I don't think it's going to happen this year. I'm sorry to burst the bubble.
And Orca just brought up a pretty good point here. He was mentioning about Super using the GT cars in the 90s, and think about it. Sports car racing in the 90s was really at the early 90s at its peak point. And then the IMSA collapsed, and then you had a couple years of different organizations trying to run it, and then it collapsed again. And then you had me come along really where the Grand Am and ALMS era came around. So I really don't remember those cars racing in the 90s, honestly. But the years I started watching sports car racing were around like the Grand Am and ALMS days. And you know what? I think, to be honest, Skipper, you come from the background of Daytona here, man. Sports car racing sure has changed over the last, not just even the last 5 or 10 years.
Yes, I haven't been to an endurance race since Grand Am was still a thing. Back when the Pontiac Rileys were still around. So just to watch it from a just a local standpoint, to see that first of all, not only the Roar has gained popularity. They brought the Classic 24 in 2013, and what they did was a special event where like fans could come out. They could see former Rolex 24 legends like driving the old cars for like 24 hours. That they would switch out the cars for like other experienced guys. They wouldn't wreck the things. There's never been a wreck in that race actually, because it's just a fun run. Yeah, they were just out there having fun. But that also gained pretty much a lot of popularity. Then they had a couple of extravaganzas going around in the community for the 24, and I don't know if it's gained much more fan attendance at the 24 through the whole thing. However, I do notice like people are starting to care about it a lot.
It really is, and
I'll be right back.
Oh, no problem. And the mid-engine Corvette Orca, as long as they don't get rid of that beastly sound that they have, I'm fine with it. Because, I've experienced this before with many different racing series, but when you go to the IMSA races, you know what car's passing by you. If a Corvette's passing by you, the ground friggin' shakes. If a Porsche 911 comes by you, your ears bleed. If a Ford GT comes around, sounds like a lawnmower coming by. Not that lawnmowers sound bad, but it actually does sound like a lawnmower. It sounds like almost like a humming noise. But yeah, the mid-engine Corvette, as long as they can perfect the sound, that's fine with me. Because they did the same thing with the Porsche. The Porsche 911 kind of had a mid-engine quote-unquote car, but that really all it really was just the engine kind of moved up in the cockpit a little bit. But that's all it really was. But anyways, we're still live, are we? I think we're still live. Yeah, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
I think we're good. Oh, Nolan Canada asked me, am I going to get the Indy 500 podium set? I want to get it, but the question is, where am I going to put it? I'm going to definitely get the Power 500 winner. Because it only seems like yesterday I was sitting in Turn 3 grandstands screaming for Stephen Wilson to win the damn race. I almost started bawling out that Stephen Wilson was going to win the 500.
I remember that.
But that didn't turn out to be. Will Bauer won the race. Granted, he was a great champion, but God almighty, I would have wanted Stephen Wilson to win that race.
Yeah, field knowledge wasn't in his it wasn't his play for sure, but
I would have ran that damn thing dry, man. I don't know about you. I would have ran that sucker dry.
The big question was, would he have made it? That's the thing.
No, absolutely not. I don't think he would have made it. Because they were talking right before the caution came out that Sergio's got to pit and Wilson will have to pit. But we thought with the yellow that they would make it. That didn't turn out to be the case. Because they pit with like 3 to go. They basically surrendered the lead of the power. And I don't know. Next year, I just hope it's a 4-time winner. I hope Spider-Man climbs the fence again, boys. Are you going to collect any more 2018 IndyCar diecasts? Yes, the Power 500 winner, and I believe that is it for the year, besides the podium sets and Dixon's championship car, but that's going to come out probably closer to May-ish. She'll be coming out.
As always.
As always. Just like Justin Newgarden's car came out this year, right before the month of May. Oh, Armin asked me a good question. And Jericho, you were at the race where it happened.
For what?
I've been to a race sick. Remember Pocono 2016, how I was nearly like half dead?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was sick as a dog at that race.
I actually fainted at the 2012 race at Pocono for June.
Oh my god, like I came back from Indianapolis in 2016, and I had such bad bronchitis that you wouldn't believe it. And
Hell, I mean, this year you had freaking heat exhaustion.
yeah, the 500, I passed out in the hotel room. Yeah,
Shit. Yeah.
I got sick after the 500, but I was sick during the Pocono June race in 16.
Yeah. Yeah, when I fainted in 2012, that was from dehydration.
God, that's just the worst, man. I mean, if you're at a race, folks, make sure you get hydrated, because that is just super important. If you make sure you get all the fluids in, and just this way it keeps you going. Because once your body stops sweating, that's when trouble hits.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it's 90 degrees outside. Oh my God, that was a brutal 500. But then
I can't imagine how bad it was.
then the year before that, or actually no, the week after, was at the Pocono Cup race. I wore a sweatshirt to the race. It's crazy, this weather, man. I'll tell you that. So my friend Tristan asked me, besides the Roar, the 24 Indy 500, and Pocono Indy 500, Pocono's IndyCar race, any race trips planned for 2019? I got a whole bunch of them, man. I want to do Sebring again. Easily want to do Sebring. Want to do Road Atlanta again next year. Going to do at least one of the Pocono races for NASCAR, because I want to do the June race, because I want to do the Mid-Ohio race when the July race happens. Then I want to do Gateway again next year, but that's just probably not going to happen. Definitely NHRA at Reading again. That was awesome. World of Outlaws at Williams Grove was just absolutely fantastic. And obviously 6 hours at the Glen. Got to do that. And I don't know. Hopefully I'll have more planned sooner or later.
Do the Rolex 24. Holy shit.
If I have to do the Rolex 24, I would have to seriously have a caffeine injection the day after. Because I can't take time off of work in January, because I only have one day off to use, and I'm sure as hell not using it in January. So
Shit.
you'll have to connect me to IV fluids, and the IV fluids will have to contain coffee in it for me to attend the Rolex 24. But one of these years I got to do it though, just to say I've done it. And Ultimate Speedway says I live an half hour away from the Glen, never been. Yeah, you absolutely have to go to the Glen. And I really want to do the NASCAR race at the Glen next year, because I wanted to do it this year, but I forget why I couldn't do it.
Shit, that would have been something.
Something came up, and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, that would have been something, because you would have seen his first ARCA win and his first Cup Series win.
And this is quite true. I mean, we went to see his first ARCA win back in 2013, me and Joe Donahue. Were you there for that race?
No, I had to work.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
And plus, I didn't have my license then, so I wouldn't have no way of getting up there. And plus, I didn't know you at the time.
Oh, this is quite true.
Yeah. Sorry, though. I got a custom off of this one guy that goes to the track, and I bought the custom that you showed me at the Motorsport Show last year of his Pocono win in ARCA.
Yeah, that was. I remember that race like it almost happened last summer.
Shit.
Think about it. That was just like a perfect weekend to see this young kid who's Bill Elliott's son win his first ARCA race. And now look at him. My God. Now time flies. Rob, can you stream more? Yes, I'll probably do streams once a week. We probably should do this at least once a week, Jericho, just to chat with the fans, man.
Yeah.
Well, I probably should do this at least once a week. I probably should, because it's fun. I enjoy it. I think quite a few people enjoy just sitting around talking and just get together and talk racing with people. So just put it in the chat. Just ask questions, ask away. This is what we're here for. We'll talk racing and we'll answer. We'll get started here. This is I think it's a pretty cool feature. I'm glad I got this figured out, man. Took me about a solid half hour to actually figure the damn thing out, but at least I got it figured out.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if I had some questions come my way, because I haven't really got a chance to at least answer some questions, but always throwing it out there.
Oh, so Orca probably asked me like 3 times already. Sorry, I didn't get to you. What is my favorite V8 engine? Oh, a lot of good V8s. Oh, God. I have to go open wheel on this one. I would say either the kart V8 engines when they ran them in the late 90s. Those things made your ears bleed. I would have to say the Corvettes sound really good now. Corvettes sound unbelievable. And I would say also, what do you think I'm going to say, Dirkle? Those early 2000s NASCARs with restrictor plates.
Oh, yeah. Man,
that was...
That high pitch.
That sounded like sex. Unbelievable.
That sounded like a huge swarm of bees just going right by you. And if you look it up on YouTube, there's home videos from the 2001 Daytona 500. Dude, blast your volume.
I'm back.
That will instantly give you an eargasm.
What are we talking about?
And
The
Arrowman
old
said,
sounds from the stock cars back in the early 2000s with the restrictor plates.
Back when they used to sound good.
Hell yeah.
That was the golden age.
Arrowman said, favorite GT3 car. Oh, there's so many good ones. Oh my god. GT3 has become one of my favorite classes in sports car racing. I mean, GTLM is a great class. Don't get me wrong. I love the factory funding. I love the prototypes, DPIs. LMP2 is kind of like a dying class now at this point in IMSA. Hopefully they bring it back with the split classes they got going on. But my favorite GT3 car, I would say the V12 Aston Martin or the Bentleys. Those cars are just unbelievable sounding.
Beamers.
Oh, the turn of Beamers. That's unbelievable looking car. I will have to see to that. I would be biased towards the Acuras because I'm a big Penske fan, but I really have to say the Aston Martin or the Bentleys. Unbelievable sounding cars. And yes, Nathan, I'll do a Casey Kane review eventually. I actually have the Procore car, which is an authentic Sporm, but I haven't reviewed it yet.
And that S7, holy shit, was it very slick.
Yeah. Mercedes AMG, that's another beautiful car. But Mercedes, they really had a big BOP disadvantage this year. I mean, even since last year when I went, they really had a BOP disadvantage because Petit Le Mans when I went to Sebring, they were slow. It's unfortunate because those are really nice looking cars. And
top 5 favorite diecast.
They had some serious BOP issues, unfortunately, which is a shame. But the Fords got lucky out of BOP sometimes. Remember the Rolex this year, Skipper? The BOP lottery they won?
Oh, God.
They won by 2 laps, I believe.
Yeah.
And everybody was just like, come on. Oh, remember the Lance... Oh, I don't know if you remember this, but the Land Motorsport Audi got that 5-lap penalty because their fuel hose was too fast.
Mm-hmm.
That was incredible. I was just scrolling through Twitter, and Marshall Pruitt goes, "Oh, a 5-lap penalty for the Land Motorsport Audi."
What the fuck?
And this was during the 24, right?
This is during the 24 hours. Yes.
Jeez.
Hey, I don't have a problem with it. Action Express won, so.
Well, the Land Motorsport Audi was a GT3 class.
I know that.
But I'm glad Action Express won. But we knew that car. I thought that car was going to break down.
Yeah. Hey, not to change the subject, but Kamikaze Games is going to ISM Raceway.
Phoenix. Oh God, that's going to trigger me. Oh, I hate when people say to sponsor the track. It's
No,
Fontana.
it's not
it's
ISM
Phoenix.
Raceway.
Jeff Gordon Raceway.
That's the one.
You're living in 2015, Matt.
Jeff Gordon Raceway.
I'm still kick this guy's ass when we go to Jack's.
Yeah.
Just kidding. You could probably kick my butt easily.
I see you and Lewis fight. That would be good.
Oh please! I flick Lewis in the forehead. He would get knocked down.
Popcorn and whatnot. That was some became shit.
Honestly.
If he hears that, he's gonna kick your ass.
Probably would. But yeah, I just think it was that whole penalty with Land Motorsport. That was a really big deal. And there's a whole bunch of things going on in chat here. And also, Arrowman said if NASCAR brought back the old plate sounds, it would be way better. Oh my God, I would just almost turn off the audio, the video, and just listen to the engines.
I think the reason why they sound like that back in the 2000s was because there was only one exhaust and not dual exhaust or some shit like that.
That actually does make a difference because if you have either if you have dual exhaust, it does sound different. So it really is that those cars were just beastly sounding, man. If you ever watch those old restrict to play races, I'm telling you, you'll be in for a treat, boys. A real treat.
I mean, the one to watch, definitely. 2001 Pepsi 400.
I would say the 2001 EA Sports 500, but that did not work out the way I wanted it to.
Yeah.
Not to change subjects, but
that race so badly. So badly.
Yeah.
That was what. Speaking of which, what do you think was the most beautiful looking scheme-wise stock car you ever seen?
Well, not to change subjects. Well, speaking of paint schemes and stuff, there's actually the NASCAR Peak Antifreeze iRacing series is going on right now. It's the championship race right now at Homestead.
Is Justin racing that race?
Justin Garris?
Yeah.
No, we don't. I don't think so. No.
I know he did iRacing. I don't know if he stopped doing that or what.
However, a friend of mine, Jimmy Mullis, he races in Pass and Clampett. I love Clampett. He's such a cool dude. But those two are going to be racing. However, there is like a playoff kind of system in the NPAS series. And the final four is Matt Buza, Michael Conti, Ryan Michael Luza, and Ray Alfala.
Okay, cool. But we're getting off track here. So, favorite paint scheme from the stock car era, from the stock cars.
Jeez.
Matt's got a lot of them.
Rob, damn it. There's
too many of them.
Tony Stewart, 2002.
That was a nice looking car. That was a champion winning car too. So got a little bias there.
I have so many favorites. Shit. All right. It's gonna be a Gordon one, that's for sure. What really got my attention was back in 2009, the Firestorm.
Oh, that was a beautiful looking car.
Yeah, Firestorm car. That was with the orange front end, and then like the rear end was black and whatnot with the flames.
It was basically the Fire and Flames car, except just like with different colors. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, but in all seriousness, that pretty much, it's the same design but different color. But like in all seriousness, though, it's relatively the same but just different colors. But in all reality, like that one stands out because it's like the Flames or Rainbow Warrior That would be like any Gordon fan pretty much giving you the same response day in and day out. But another one also would be probably the 2012 DuPont scheme, where not the Homestead one, but just the standard one.
I was gonna say the Homestead one looked absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, the one that looks awfully familiar to that one would be the 2015 Homestead final ride car.
What a beautiful looking car that was. All right, we're approaching like 20 minutes here, guys. We did this test live stream. I think we did pretty good. So I think we're going to cut this short, guys. Anything else you want to say before we go off the air here?
Fuck the Red Sox. Let's go Dodgers.
I would say go Yankees, but we were eliminated weeks ago.
That's true.
All right, guys. Well, tell me in the comments below if you want us to do more of this. Just to hang around, talk, and just to chat with you guys. It's a way for us to get back. Sometimes I get on and just do a video once in a while, but it's good to chat once in a while, isn't it, guys?
It is.
Yes.
Yeah, it's always good. So let me know if you want to be on a live stream, if you want to be on a podcast, or if you want to just have a weekly podcast, I'll definitely do that. So I would like to end it now because I think you guys are getting so sick of viewing the same friggin' images for every minute. So comment, like, and subscribe. And this is raceday2011 reminding you to join the fight to stop bullying. It gets better. And all the diecast will be saying is give peace a chance.